Welcome. It's CTE. What class is this? Intro to Game Design B. Um, by request, we're working on Fruity Loops, which is it's a free kind of, you can get the free version to make audio. You can make songs, you can make sound effects, and so on. I think I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to show up. Okay, I got a few guys. All right. So like any kind of thing, we just go new, file new. Like I was alluding to on our Discord chat, I'm a little the interface changed, so I will do the best I can. I just installed it, and you gotta give me a break, okay? Um, so here we go. So here's your timeline. Basically, you can do what you will. If you guys know anything about music, there's eighth notes, quarter notes, 16th notes. If you have any kind of musical background, it'll definitely help you out here. But we can do. Man, they really did change it, huh? Give me like 5 seconds, guys, to like. Get a hold of this thing. This is what happens when you tell your teacher to do something. Okay, so there's a mixer board, yeah. And this is your kind of your timeline over here. Let me. Just minimize that. So I'll put that over here. This is going to be your timeline, your main timeline, and we can do the basics are a kick, clap, hi-hat, and a snare. Do you guys know what those are, or am I crazy? Okay, a kick. Well, if nobody's going to answer me, a kick is a bass drum. A clap is a clap. Hat is a hi-hat, which is a drum instrument where it kind of makes like a brass sound, and then a snare is like your normal drum. It's called a snare because it has like a thing underneath it that makes it kind of sound the way it does. Let me see if I can get it to go. How do I play this thing? I don't know. They really did change this thing. So that's your basic setup. Man, they really did change this whole thing like crazy. Hunter, I think like we're gonna be better off if we do this next week because like I was not planned for this. What do you think? they made it like more complex for like no reason. Um, so yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have to like just learn it real quick. So let's is anybody here? Let's see. Let's see. Are you guys in my chat? No? Oh, gotcha. All right. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up, guys? Howdy. Okay, Hunt. Let me. What's up, Hunter? Okay, so it used to be like that you would like this is what it used to look like, and now they're giving me a bunch of tracks and stuff. So I'm gonna have to like get back to you guys on this action. So, dude, I'll learn it for you, and I'll learn it. I'll learn it tonight. Okay. Yeah, no, I used to really actually be pretty good at it. I made okay, yeah, I made a whole album out of Fruity Loops, and well, it used to be called Fruity Loops, now it's called FL Studio. But at one point in my life, I made a entire album, and now I'm clueless. So I do know some things, though. I know some things about Unreal. If you guys want to see that, and sure, what's up? Yeah. In Unreal or in like Blender? Okay, so my idea for today was I was going to show you guys a little bit about destructible meshes and stuff. So that might help you. Let me start with like a let's do a third person game, and I'll just create one. You're better off doing your cuts in Blender if you're gonna like make a like a cut for your mesh. You should probably do it in Blender. But I can show you how you can do it in Unreal to make it destructible, so you can like shoot it and then it'll explode or whatever. So let me load this up. What's up? I know. Apparently, I'm old. Oh God, I hear my annoying laugh like 10 minutes later. Okay, let me Zach, you have a really good mic, by the way. No. uh, FL Studio, download the free trial or whatever. Other than that, I can't. Hunter, can you just how do I download that file? Well, how do I download it? No. This file you're sending me right here. And it opens up my YouTube thing. Oh, here we go. All right. Opening 32. I'm still on the demo version. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, instead of wasting everybody's time, I'm just gonna do some Unreal stuff. How about that? Well, I know. Sorry about that. Okay. I will, definitely. And no, I totally will. And if you want me to do a Free Loops demo next week, I can, or Thursday, how about that? Okay. Yeah, we have, well, Thursday is just, it's up to, yeah, besides you, no, I have my other classes too, but I generally do my classes on Tuesday, and then Thursday is kind of like whatever you guys want to learn. What's up? Okay. Are you in Blender or are you in Unreal? So you should be texturing in Blender, or if you guys, well, you need a UV map first. So you need to unwrap the, if it's a sphere or whatever, you need to unwrap that thing first in Blender so that Unreal knows how to apply a texture, you know? So you'll have to, even something like kind of complex, like the one that I was working on recently, you have to unwrap it first. And let me close this. In Blender, or, you know, 3D Studio Max or Maya or whatever you're using. And then one of my tools that you guys should be using is 3D Coat. I mean, no, it's just an easier kind of workflow. And if you guys can get your hands on ZBrush, like, I highly recommend it. I can give you a ZBrush tutorial. Like, I kind of really want to, but I know that you guys can't. Okay, I know that you guys, like, you can't necessarily get your hands on it because it's expensive, but you okay, well, yeah, I know you guys can, and I know you will or whatever, but you know, I'm not condoning any of that. No, but I can also say that you can get the trial for free, and I can help you with your free trial. You know what I'm saying? So, but they can't afford to pay, like, per person. Yeah. No, it's not like that. Again, I can't condone any of this. So like if you guys want to get on board with like what the pros use, they use Photoshop. We use Z. Okay, oh, call me out, Hunter. All right, all right. Yeah, lay it on me. Oh man, you guys. I already had a rough morning. You guys got to give me another hard Photoshop. What are you talking about? Don't make me angry, Hunter. It's all about Photoshop. Who uses the only people that use GIMP are, for lack of a better term, poor people that can't afford Photoshop. Yeah, what's up? So, like, if you can get your hands on Photoshop, I can teach you Photoshop. I teach a Photoshop class. I can definitely help you. I'm clueless about GIMP. I don't know what to tell you. So, I can also teach you ZBrush, but I can't teach you Sculptress. Just because if you're gonna be in the industry, you have to learn probably the industry standards, which is ZBrush, Photoshop. We shouldn't even be using Blender. You should be using Maya. But like I had to be forced to learn Blender because it's free. Yeah, whatever. Well, I think Blender is actually pretty cool. Blender does its job pretty well, and I kind of like it. Yeah, I got old. I'm 30, and then and then I opened up Maya, and I'm like, holy cow, I'm used to Blender now. Like, you know. Yeah, man. It's not new. It's just cheap. It's free, but I said Blender is cheap. But do y'all want to learn? How about a ZBrush tutorial? Unreal or ZBrush? Well, the next 4 weeks are going to be Unreal, so. ZBrush? Dude, I've been having a lot of fun with ZBrush lately. Like, I've been all about it lately. So, like, I kind of want to show you guys ZBrush. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Hunter, I'm not threatened by you, man. Don't worry about it. Okay, so ZBrush, y'all. Okay, give me 3 minutes, okay? I'm gonna get some iced tea. Oh, come on, Hunter! I just downloaded the thing. I didn't swear. You're crazy. I did not swear. Come on, man. All right. Is that your mom laughing, Hunter? Tell her it's not funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, I actually get 3 minutes? All right. Okay. Okay. Dude, that took me about 30 seconds. Okay. All right, y'all. Here's some ZBrush action. Look at this. This is ZBrush. Okay, so people, are y'all listening? Yes. Okay, so timeout, Hunter. Just like bear with me. So if you're gonna do like a model in ZBrush, my best recommendation is to do a base model in Blender or whatever first, so that you have something to sculpt off of. You can start in ZBrush and you can do Z spheres if you guys are so interested in the, like you want to do pure ZBrush. You can, but my recommendation is to make a base model and then bring it in, and then what you do is you go in, you export from Blender as an OBJ, and then you import as an OBJ into ZBrush, and then it creates a Z tool, which ZBrush just has a way of making everybody confused. So it's like a Z. Yeah, no, it's like just the most ridiculous like program. So like, what do you mean by arrays? Control Z, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Do you want to erase? Okay, so let me lay this on you. Okay, so just bear with me here. Okay, so I import a OBJ, right? And then, so here's my OBJ that I basically brought over from Blender. The whole point of ZBrush is to make a high poly model and make high poly sculpting and painting, and then you bring that high poly sculpting and painting back down to a low poly model, and you like kind of project that whatever work you've done onto this. So this is going to be my low poly model. And so if you go into ZBrush, there's a bunch of options, but you can go to geometry. This is probably what you need first. So SMT right here is subdivide smooth. In this case, I probably want one division not smooth, and then I want to smooth the rest. So I click smooth, and then I keep clicking divide. And then up top, you can see right here, 82,000 polys. I keep clicking divide. I'm at 327, 1 million, 5 million, 20 million. Because, man, it lets you sculpt. Yeah, it'll literally let you do each hair on the body if you want. So, well, I'm not. So, here's what's up. Here's your tools. The top one is your brush. I recommend clay buildup and clay tubes are pretty good. And then, oh, come on, Hunter. Let me finish my thing. What? Okay, sure. What? Oh, man. Okay, sure. I'm sorry, man. I just had a rough morning. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, but I love you, Hunter. Okay, just I do. All right. start? Okay, so like, did he? Hunter, I said I love you, man. You're all good. Like, I appreciate the criticism. So the rest of you, isn't that cool? That's 20. That's 20 million polys. And my computer didn't crash. Your computer will crash. So my recommendation is so these are the subdivisions. It's SDiv. They're called subdivisions. So we can go from 20 million back down to 5,000. Up and down. It's kind of the same thing that I showed you guys last week, where it was the multi-res tool or whatever in Blender. So you guys would probably be maybe like 1 million would probably be your limit. I don't know. You guys all have different computers, so like find your limit, and then you can always do delete higher, delete lower. Don't press delete lower because that'll ruin your mesh. But delete higher, sure. And then divide as much as your computer can handle. Over here is your tools. I said clay tubes, clay buildup are good. This is known as an alpha. So like, it's basically what your brush is going to look like. So if I choose this one, like you can see that's what my brush is going to look like. You can choose, there's only a few options here. So you can do like dots. If you just want it once, you can do drag rectangle. So I can do like, something like that. And if I want to do freestyle, I can just kind of destroy my graphics card right there. But here's where the magic comes in. So this is red. This is like kind of the generic, like default ZBrush thing. But you can choose, if you click your material, you can choose. I would start with either like a matte cap white, like, so you have a white base to start with. And then the whole thing is here. So I don't know. Are you guys hear me? Okay. All right. So if you look up here, there's mRGB, which is the material. You guys know what RGB is, right? Red, green, blue. Okay, so there's mRGB, which is what you want if you want to paint color. So in this case, I took this like Mount Vesuvius like thing and I made it black, and then that's going to be my texture. So if you want to paint like color, it's over here. So mRGB. Turn off your Z-add. Z-add and Z-sub will, if you add, it'll add geometry. If you subtract it, obviously it'll subtract it. But if you turn all that off and you go to mRGB and then you pick a texture, also turn off your alpha channel. And if you want some kind of varied texture, you can go to color spray. And it'll paint, like, it'll vary your texture. But it also depends on, like, so for the sake of this demonstration, I'm gonna amp up the polys to 20 million. I don't recommend it. there's 5 million. I'll do 20. Let's see. Well, let's watch my computer crash. No, that's all right. Ain't crashing. So you can paint textures. You can also, the cool thing is you can paint like so drag rectangle. If I want to do like you can turn your texture off, and then here's your color picker too. So if you want to just do red and then choose like an alpha, and stop me if I'm going too fast. We can do Z sub, and we can do a drag rectangle, and we can cut this guy up, you know, give him a scratch. But it doesn't just do the texture, it actually does geometry if I tell it to subtract geometry. Yeah. I'm almost done, man. So the whole, like, I'm just gonna finish it up. Like, I can probably just do it right now, but you can, if you hold control, you see how it says mask? You guys know what a mask is? Well, other than that, yeah. So mask, if I say, here's my mask, that'll block off this whole thing from being affected. And then I can go ahead and say, I want to paint the teeth, right? Or whatever. So I masked out the whole body, and then by holding control. And then I could say I want red, or like, what color teeth do we want? White or red? But he should be covered in blood though, right? Like, because he's a voracious monster. Oh. But he's got a bunch of teeth and stuff, so. Oh, but at least at the bare minimum, the interior of his mouth should be red, because the interior of people's mouths are red, right? Okay, well, also, well, just for demonstration purposes, I masked that thing out. Also, if you hold shift, it'll lock the thing into left, right, top, bottom kind of views. If you hold shift, if you hold alt, it'll let you move, kind of like pan or whatever, you know. And the weirdest thing about ZBrush is how to zoom. So if anybody has opened ZBrush, it's like the weirdest. You have to hold alt, click with your left mouse, and then let go of alt, and now you can zoom. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I know. I didn't make it up. Like, that's what it is. I told you it's the most ridiculous 3D program ever. So that's what it is. And it'll nicely save from time to time and then disappear. Okay. So if I mask that off, and then, okay, so there's textures and alphas. Textures are the color or whatever that you're going to paint with. So I can paint this guy grass, but since I haven't masked out, it's going to be like that. And then alphas are kind of how you cut a texture out. So like this, I had a red texture, and I just used an alpha that was a stripe, you know. So I can turn that off, and you can use color if you want, and you can use color spray too, which will, Oh, there we go. So it freaked out because I had Z sub on. If I turn that off and I have 100% color mRGB, then I'm only painting and I'm not sculpting. I can go on and on and on about this thing. If you go to transform, you can do, you can activate symmetry, which in my case, I believe it's Z. But you can see that if I'm going to sculpt, you got a good one? That's it? Okay. Okay, so we yeah, let's come up with a name that's like better than demon, right? They're obviously not demons. They're just not at all. Yo, I'm just trying to teach ZBrush. Come on. So like you can activate, you can go to transform, you can activate symmetry, depending on how you import your model. It might be X, Y, Z or whatever, but then you can see how the red bar is there. So if I sculpt, oh, I'm not sculpting, I'm on materials. So if I go to Z add and I want to do, let's do dots. We got clay buildup. So if I sculpt on this side, it'll sculpt on that side. And then your intensity is right here. I don't know. I'm at 20 million polys. Something's not working. I'm working here right now. This is actually my job. It's kind of funny, huh? I can't complain. Yeah, like everything I say is, gold to you, but like, oh, now I got it. It's because I haven't masked. I can't say that right. I haven't masked out. So you go to masking down here and your little tool thing, you go to clear, and now I can, woo. But obviously spend more time than I'm spending to make it cool. Like you can go just bananas crazy. I prefer bananas. Yeah, I know. So you can choose like your alpha mask, and then we can even turn the texture off so that we can see. Oh, don't even get me started. There's like, so here's the cool part. You can create a texture from your paint job, and then you can also create. You guys know normal maps, right? No? Did I not teach you that much? Okay, so like, I guess I didn't teach that well. So a normal map basically is what you can do, like a low poly model, and the normal map will be what tells the model to look like it has texture or whatever, like looks like it's bumping out or in or whatever. So we used Crazy Bump, right, in the past. So the purple, it looks like green and purple or whatever, you know. Yeah. So Crazy Bump's the lazy way. If you want to go, exactly. If you want to go the professional way, you can sculpt all this stuff in here, and then what you can basically turn all your sculpting into a normal map for you you can put the normal map back onto the low poly model, and it'll make your low poly model look like it's like in ZBrush, you know. That's the goal. So what you would do is you would just go to create normal map, and then you would just create the normal map from your sculpting, which would generate all the work you've done here in ZBrush. It would make it appear in the game, you know. So it's not a pointless waste of time. Yeah. And this looks like garbage. Like, you know, cut me some slack, but if but you guys got to know that, like, if you're gonna do a cool model, you're gonna have to sit down with it, and it's gonna take you about 20 hours. So just be patient, you know. I find it fun. I also make model airplanes that take 20 hours. So it takes a certain type of person. Max you can tune out, and you can just do programming. But, like, you know, for the rest of us, Flynn, this is pretty much right at you. So, like, if you need ZBrush, get yourself a Wacom tablet, and then get yourself 20 hours, and then just, like, get at it, you know. You guys can watch me for 20 hours, but, like, you probably don't want to. You know. Well, if you want, like, I already finished this model. Oh man, I have a screenshot of it. I already finished this whole thing, and I was just like, I just pressed delete, and I'm like, I don't like it. Because I'm exactly, I'm never satisfied with my own work. So, you know, be a perfectionist. I like your art. It's pretty cool. So, like, let's just pretend we're gonna. Have I seen what? Maybe not. Oh wait, no, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Who said that? I thought you were the programmer. Who's talking? Don't give me a hard time. Okay, let me just. It's just because I have a stupid. Okay, so this is called a mask, right? I gotta clean my mask so that I can paint, and then I'll show you how cool I am. Clear that, and then we'll do. So it comes with default masks. You can also make your own. If you want to make a mask, it has to be black and white, and white equals up, black is down. And you can import your own. If you're going to do that, make sure that it's a square, like 1024 or 2048 square or whatever. or you can use their default ones here. Then we're getting kind of into Photoshop and stuff like that, but you know. Well, just download the free one, the tutorial or the demo. I didn't say torrent. I said demo. But I inferred torrent. Yeah. Okay. I definitely cannot. Yeah. So that's your own problem. It depends how you acquire. Depends how you acquire it. No, don't, because ZBrush is too expensive. Yeah, I wouldn't burn my money on ZBrush, but I would definitely download the free trial. Exactly. So download the free trial. If you like it, ask Clint how to get it. just don't ask me. Yeah, no, Sculptress is kind of like the like lamer cousin of. The lamer cousin, yeah. Yeah, so again, like in my college days, like everybody was walking around with like flash drives full of like programs, but totally paid for, legitimate. Yeah, exactly. But but in our situation, we have to use like free programs. So Sculptress, I guess, would be your. But I just don't know how to. I don't know Sculptress. I don't know GIMP. I don't know how to teach you guys the lesser programs. You know. Well, just download the free trials and learn the good stuff. Yeah, learn the good stuff. Just because if you're gonna get a job, if any of this stuff kind of interests you guys, like you're gonna wind up. I don't even think you should use Blender. I think you should jump on Maya or 3D Max and like start learning that. I can start teaching that if you want, but we just can't make money off of it because it's technically a educational license or whatever. On 3D Max or Maya. But you guys are probably already kind of used to like Blender, so I don't mind Blender so much. But I do mind like GIMP and Sculptress. Yeah, it really boggled my mind till I started getting used to it. So yeah, I agree. If you guys are like still on board with the ZBrush thing, and you can choose like your draw size and your focal shift, which means like how far does it affect what you're doing. I guess the basics would be like you need to turn off if you want to sculpt, you turn on Z add. If you want to add color, you can turn on MRGB. But if you want to do both, you can also do both. Exactly. So if you have a cool a cool like texture that's kind of black and white, you can sculpt with the texture. like I did with these scratches or whatever, you know. Yeah, so you can just choose like a color, or you can choose a texture, and then you can choose, do you want to make it just color, or do you want to make it just geometry, or one or the other. And if you're doing Z add or whatever, you can add texture. I mean, you can add geometry, but if you hold Alt, you can also subtract it based on whatever kind of brush you're using or whatever at the time. I'm probably gonna have to scale. Once you get kind of like into it, you're gonna have to scale it down your Z intensity to like 5 or something. Because it'll start getting too like intense pretty quickly. Also, if you hold Shift, it smooths. See that blue? It'll smooth everything out. Whether or not, if you hold Shift, also it'll pop up. Are you trying to smooth out the color, or are you trying to smooth out the geometry? So you can choose one or the other, or both. Obviously, this color looks kind of garbagey, so I'd probably have to repaint it. If you're going to actually do a texture, you probably want to do like drag rectangle, which is what this is. And then you probably want to choose whatever texture you had, and then turn off Z add, turn on texture. And you can see my texture right here is a rectangle. But if I want to give it an alpha to kind of give it like a soft edge or whatever, I can give it an alpha, which will give it a softer edge, as you can see. So an alpha is basically like how to cut off the texture. And then if you do a drag rectangle, it'll give your texture the full quality. As opposed to if you're going to do like a color spray, it'll kind of just, not be so great. But you can see my cut here. It's still there. Even though the color's gone, the cut's still there. So let's see, what else? What else can I do? Well, there's a lot of cool like ZBrush like options that I'm definitely not going to cover today. Like things like poly groups, like you can do auto groups or whatever, but like basically if you want to give your model, like, characters generally have more than one texture. Like they'll have the body texture, the clothes, the face, the eyeballs, the teeth, the whole thing. So you can group your polys by feature or whatever. Like, so you can have like these teeth could be a separate thing, and then like the mouth could be a separate thing. And we could do all that actually inside of ZBrush. You're almost always better off doing it before you get into ZBrush. I think that's my kind of, you can argue the other way too, but that's the way I do it. So if you look at like a UV map, you can do 1024, 2048. For nowadays, like if we're doing a character, I suggest you guys do 2048 textures. If you're doing like something kind of pointless, like a rock or something, you can do like 1024. And then you can generate your texture maps. And so if say like this is what I want, right? Like this is ugly, but say that's what I want. Then I can do new from Polypaint. which is basically going to create this for me. So I've already unwrapped this thing in Blender, and then I brought it into ZBrush, but you could see my unwrap now, and that would be like what my texture looks like, you know, if that makes sense. And there's more to it too, you know, like you can do displacement maps and normal maps. So we can do a normal map from like, let's see, map cannot be created with the highest subdivision level is active. So I'll probably have to drop it down a little bit. 20 million might be a little bit much. That might be a bit much. It won't let me unless I change the preferences settings. Yeah, that's as high as I can go. So you can create normal maps. See how long it's taking? And then it didn't work, but like it. Oh, because I didn't really sculpt that much. But you can see like the couple sculpts I did, like, because it's just a demo, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. No, we didn't miss you, Hunter, and your sarcasm. Just kidding. No, I missed you, brother. Oh, good. Whew. Because I easily offend people, so I'm like, what? All right. Let me cut this. Let me stop all that. Stop all the noise. All right. So what? Questions? ZBrush questions? Like, this is ugly, but I don't know what you mean by erase. You have to be more specific, dude. Then too bad. Go back to Blender and start over. Like, come on, man. No, but like, so my methodology, my okay, so it's called a pipeline in the industry. Like, you'll have a pipeline you'll do. So here's my pipeline. It is create a super laggy video and then share it to my students and then have them harass me about it. And then, you know, rinse and repeat. Okay, so here's my pipeline. Make a model, make like a basic model, and then import that. You know, you go to File, you go to Export, and then you export the whole thing as an OBJ. You can see I've gone through the ringer, so I'm at like number 13. You should continually be saving iterations. So that's my OBJ, and then my next workflow is to import the OBJ right here. Sure, I don't really care, whatever. Yes, no, whatever. So export OBJ, import OBJ, sculpt, and then texture. Well, I guess let me rephrase that. Before you do before you export that, this thing has to be unwrapped. So if I go into here, we can see that it's unwrapped. So I want you guys to be able to model, unwrap, and texture something. This isn't great, but like something like this weekly. So you guys are going to get better and better and better. If you're on the 3D art team, then it's more like Flynn. You should be able to model, texture, unwrap within a week. That's the plan, right? So I know that like the Daybreak Studios internship is really lax about their expectations. Okay, good. Because I bet. Go ahead. I'm still waiting for like a good one. No. Pixel pushers, pixel dreamers, pixel cloud. It just kind of hurts me because like we don't just push pixels; we're in 3D. Well, a pixel pusher is like a Photoshop artist in my eyes, but I want to get you guys using Maya pretty soon. Freaking plan. Now, well, let's just say that you got some skills. You're going for the job. You're not going for the internship. You know what I'm saying? You can do an internship if you want, but like the goal is to get a job. And I have friends that are like perpetually stuck in the internship world, like paid paid internship, but paid minimum wage. So I guess he gets to play video games. No, he has to go in there at it's from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. and he gets to play video games all day. But like they constantly review his art to see if he can be an artist. So it's a good way to get your foot in the door. But he's yet to he's yet to get his foot in the like he's in there, but hasn't got. And his art will kind of like make you guys feel bad because it's good. It's really good art. Exactly. So I'm not going to show you it. It's pretty. He's pretty good, man. Like he's probably a better artist than I am. Well, it's 3D art. It's a very specialized industry. Well, here, here. I'll pull it up right now if you guys want to see. Yeah. That is the website too. Let's see. Oh wait, no, it expired. I forgot his website expired. It was on my host, and then like it expired. So never mind. No, he just here. You want to see what my professional friends look like? Yeah, they work professionally, so. So like, I mean, I didn't say that much, but no, none of my friends care. Yeah, exactly. So like, your guys like your cube should look like this, you know? Wait, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay. So like your texture, this is from ZBrush back and forth. Your texture should be on point that it looks this sick. Or like a gun, or here's the chair from do you guys? Hey, extra credit. What's this from? No. Try again. It says right here. Okay, lose. Oh, Flint. All right. Class is over. Go watch it. Yeah, man. Come on. But you have to know what I'm referring to. Wait. What's it rated? The man, it's rated R. Never mind. Don't watch it. It's rated R. Apparently, yeah. I guess. Yeah, I show my. So here's like a solid ZBrush sculpt. Yeah. You can be our voice actor if you want. Yeah, indeed. Let's see. What time is it? Oh snap! I'm out of time. Yeah. See, and if you guys like really start modeling, you can get your you can do some 3D printing. I can teach you guys how to do some 3D printing too. I'm gonna try to get the school to buy us a 3D printer. Who does? Max? You got one? Well, then I will fix it. Is it at the robotics room? Then I'll go fix it. It can't be broken. Yeah, because look at it, like. So like, this is what you can print it out. There's like a, that thing he did. Yeah, so we can, if you guys do some cool models, we can get it printed out. If the robotics team has one, then like, if they say it's broken, I'm gonna take over ownership of it. If they say it's broken, I'm taking it. Okay, you're just gonna throw it away, right? Like, yeah, all right. I gotta teach another class too, so whatever. Next time, whatever. Just Thursday is your guys' free day to tell me what you want to learn. So, okay, then let me. I'll spend Wednesday reacquainting myself with it, and then I'll try to teach you on Thursday. Yeah, I used to make mad beats, but just give me a day. Yeah. Well, just give me one day to learn it. I'll be all right. I yeah. I guess I have. Okay, I'm not that. Yeah, done. By the way, guys, follow the Unreal Engine YouTube channel because they have like a lot of good like live stuff that is really cool that you guys might be interested in. You should be, yeah. And this is live right now. They're doing, uh, you know, cinematics. So like we're gonna need cinematics. We don't have any. Sure. Okay. 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 Give us some characters because I'm like I'll model them. Even like I don't get paid for it, but I'll model all the characters if you want. Mm. Maybe. Do you want like a? Because I kind of know a little bit about like anatomy too. Like that was one of the hardest classes. Yeah, because it seems like a lot of my students are like anime artists or whatever. Like, well, if you went to my art college or whatever, they would just you would just be kicked out if you did anime. So, um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It was that extreme. It's like, oh, you draw anime? See you later. That was about it. If that's all you do, yeah. If that's all you do, you're out. You have to draw realism first, and then you can go back to anime, sure, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Before you just me too. All right. All right. I'm with you. Hey, come back in my house when you're done. All right, people. What's your price? What's your price? All right. All right, people. Yeah. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thursday, let me know if you want to learn something in particular. Alrighty. All right, Flint. Thank you all for your sarcasm. Peace.